All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. Once again, I'm out here in the Mojave somewhere. My original plan was to go over to a mine that I found at that mountain over there a few months back, whenever it was, and show you guys what's going on over there. However, on my way out, I got distracted by this turnoff that I'm on, and I looked on Google Earth and went up that road on Google Earth, and it looks like there might be something cool up there, so I think I'm just gonna go up there instead. So maybe some other time this weekend or next weekend I'll go check out that stuff. But yeah, let's go see what's up here. All right, so first stop, not even that far up the trail, far off the road. As you can see, a car driving on the highway in the background. On Google Earth there was a dark spot, and I have reached that dark spot. It looks like a spot where somebody abandoned a car and burned it to the ground and committed insurance fraud and collected a nice little paycheck. Not much left of the car, obviously. Somebody reported seeing it, or the fire was big enough that it drew the attention of people that came out and drug it out of here. Huh, that's like a bug sprayer nozzle. I wonder if it was some kind of like pest control truck or something like that, or some kind of work truck. Anyways, we carry on. All right, well, the drive has been a blast so far. Trail was really easy, dropped into a wash, climbed out, and then weaved up this canyon here, and lots of cool rock structure in there. Saw a monster chuckwalla in there. It was like bigger than a football. But so on the satellite view, I thought it looked like there was some structure here, but it's just these dark rocks. However, there is some road cut in up the hill right here. I see various little piles of dirt, so I'm gonna walk up there and check it out. And then I got to figure out if I'm going to go this way, if that even keeps going that way, or that way. I did see on the maps that goes over and eventually gets to a spring. I don't know if the spring is, got water or not. It looks like there's some greenage, but I'll peek through the binoculars because further down the trail it looked like there was some mine stuff up there on the hillside. But first, let's walk up here and see what we got. All right, it's a little breezy, so sorry if you can't hear me. I'm gonna try to talk as loud as I can. Not too far from the truck, and I'm gonna go ahead and guess that there used to be some old workings here, and then a more modern company came in and used a bulldozer to plow stuff out. That's a pretty common reoccurring trend in this area. Not too far from here, some copper mines that my uncle and I have explored, and on the Gaia app that we use, one of the map layers we were using was like older, so it was showing like older workings. However, when we got there, it was clearly, like I said, modern company came in and bulldozed the stuff out. It's pretty disappointing. There's a lot of cool looking rock up there. Different than this rock. This rock is all darker. Let's see, we got a kerosene tin here. Yeah, you see, looks like there probably used to be an adit right here, and they just came through and bulldozed it. Pretty unfortunate. I'll keep walking around, keep scoping stuff out, see if we can't find anything cool. Yeah, see, I'm willing to bet there's a pretty good adit right here. Probably a shaft up there that tapped into it, and they just came here and bulldozed it out. Didn't look like they spent too much time here. They probably dozed a little bit of stuff, took some samples, and figured out it was a waste of time. Moved on to the next one. But I really want to look through my binoculars up there. It looks like there's an adit way up there on the hillside, which, there's an adit way up there. I mean, the tailing pile doesn't look too big, but that's a pretty steep climb to dig a hole. All right, I'm working my way up. Got a can here. Can't see any label left on it. Got a drum there. There is cactus everywhere up here. So I'm trying to walk through these things, not get poked. Go slow and take my time also, because it is warm out here, so the snakes are out. And I do not want to encounter one at all. Like, I don't even want to see it from 10 feet away. Crazy though, look at we got prickly pears, those little barrel things, choyas, so many cactuses out here. All right, let's work our way up to this pile, see what we got here. Yeah, see, here's a road that they cut in, bulldozed up here. And we got a marker. Oh, is there still at it here? Oh yeah, we got a hole in the ground, baby. Oh, there used to be a jar screwed to that lid with the claim stuff on it. Weather probably got the best of it. Let's see. Oh, I see bat bars on the added already. Well, that sucks. It's been a while since I've been able to get underground. All right, let me pause this and wiggle up in there. I see daylight, so that shaft above must have broke through. Huh. I'm on the California area, if you can't tell by the bat bars. Let me see if I can go up top and maybe see down in here. Yep. Definitely in California. They throw bat bars on everything. That sucks. There's plenty of more stoppage up there, probably where it broke through. I'm gonna guess those are all bat gated as well. Work my way. Oh, actually, I think I see an air vent up here. So we got a hole that doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, we got an air vent. Man, this was probably a good underground thing to check out before they came and bulldozed it all and changed it. Can't tell how far back that goes, but I can tell that I don't want to crouch down and go through all those cobwebs. Just above where that air vent was. I don't think there's anything else up higher. These are just really just looks like a bulldozer came through, and I wonder if they just buried any more open stopes. I'm gonna walk up here and see what's going on up there, but it sure looks like there's a road cut in up there, doesn't there? Way up on that hillside. Should have brought my binoculars up here with me instead of leaving them in the truck. Also, seeing that air vent gave me a really good idea. I know a lot of people use drones to fly to places to scope things out. Like if I had a drone, I would for sure fly it up there to check that out. But I just had an idea, because I don't want to crawl into that air vent. I should just start carrying around a RC car that I can just throw my camera on and drive it in the hole to see what I can see, you know? How cool would that be? Although it actually would kind of suck being that I film with my phone, because there's a chance that, you know, you drive it into a hole and lose it forever, or you still end up having to climb in there anyway. All right, wow. Was not expecting more workings. Looks like we got some more road cut in right here. There's some stuff up there on the hill. It's like 96 degrees out here. I don't know if I want to hike all the way up that hill, especially since I'm sure it's just more of the same bulldozed workings that don't go anywhere anymore. Yeah, there's definitely a road cut in up on that hill up there. Oh man, am I gonna be able to make my way up there or not? Oh, surprise, surprise. Mylar balloon. Literally cannot go out in the desert anywhere without seeing at least one of those things snagged in a bush. All right. Decisions. Oh, so you can see where my truck's down below and the trail cuts back, goes up there. And you can almost see from here, it looks like there's some pretty big trees back there where that spring's at, so. And I think I see the road going up to there too. I don't know, let me walk over here and see what we can see. All right, looking down, see my truck down there. It actually looks like there's a little clearing right there. It probably used to be like a little mine camp. But the wash definitely comes up this way. And right there is a faint trail that goes up that direction. It's a pretty good sized tree right there. Maybe there used to be a mine camp there too, but then it also keeps going that way. And who knows where it goes once it's up there. I'm gonna go ahead and just go to this spot right here, and then assess some more. But there's definitely a road cut in way up there. And that's definitely an adit right there. Look at that. Oh man. Am I gonna make it up there today or not? Well, it's just another bulldozed cutout section. So I'm just gonna assume that that's all the other one above this one is. Rock up here is really cool. It's all this really like flaky shale stuff. I hear the plane, but I don't see it. Huh. So nice up here. Breeze feels good because, like I said, it's in the mid 90s. Guess I'll go ahead and make my way back to the truck. Figure out which direction I'm gonna go. Probably gonna go right. Make my way towards that spring over there. Not this that I'm zooming in on, I'm just zooming in so I could see it better, and maybe you guys can see something I don't see. But that's definitely a road cut in up there. So it doesn't look like it comes from the left, it looks like it comes from the right on the other side. So heading towards that spring is probably my best bet if I'm trying to work my way up there. But who knows, I could be wrong, because I can see that the road right here cuts and goes up and over that hill. But I know there's mines scattered all over this mountain. My uncle's been to a handful of them. I've been to a handful of them with him as well. But let's head back to the truck. I'm on my way back down to the truck, and I just noticed this little rock wall right here. I didn't catch it on the way up. So that stope, that gate is literally right there, and then the entry to the tunnel is right there. And then there might be something over here. Let me run over here and look at this. What do we got? What do we got? We got something? Do we got something? We got nothing. Bummer. All right, well, I'm gonna make my way down this path and then cut back to the truck, so see you down there. Came down and it cuts down, goes right down towards the truck, but it's all these interesting rocks over here. That's pretty cool looking. There's a few of them. I wonder why they set these up in a circle like that. Very reminiscent to an arostra, but I know the modern guys don't use arostras. They just dig the stuff up and haul it out. Look, there's another one right here too. Very interesting. I wonder if there was a spring up here too, and maybe they had some kind of like water feature that they made. Got some wood over here. Sorry if I'm like all over the place. I'm like looking around, just seeing all this stuff pop up. Got some wood, some stacked rock. But these circular rock things are really crazy looking. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Wonder what these things are for. Huh. I wonder if it was from the older workings before the modern guys came in and tore this stuff out. Very, very strange. I'll have to try to look it up and see what's going on. You know what? I think I'm right. I think they might be arostras from the original workings. Because what's kind of crazy, so you got this one here, which I don't know if, man, they're shaped like arostras, but I would think they'd be more developed looking, like worn down. I don't know, man. Because there's this one, and then they drop down by level, and they get a little bit smaller each time. Like in my head, I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're breaking down the material into smaller and smaller pieces. So I don't know. Oh, it really is a mystery to me. If anybody knows or wants to chime in, like, please do. All right, so all the circular arostra shaped things right there. Here's the trail again. I'm just gonna climb up this pile because I didn't see what was here before I head back to the truck. That's really boggling my mind, because like I said, they're shaped like arostras, but there's like elements of them missing if they are arostras. For those of you that don't know what an arostra is, it's a circular thing that the miners would build with a very hard bottom made of rocks, and they would put a burrow or machinery that rotates in a circle around in there, dragging a huge stone, and it basically just grinds the, I don't know if you see these cans, these are older, but this big stone being dragged in the circle grinds the ore into finer material so that they can, you know, process it. Very old school stuff. That's why I don't know if those were actually arostras or what. Maybe like the modern guys came in and like built those to like pay homage to the old stuff. I don't know. Like, it really boggles my mind that there's just 4 tiers of land cut out with what appear to be arostras built in them. I don't know. I really don't know. All right, well, back to the truck to lose my mind over this some more. Oh man, what a find though, what a find. Pretty cool. I've never seen an Arostra in person. I've only seen pictures. Oh, there was a vein right here that they were tapping into. But yeah, like I was saying, I've never seen an Arostra in person, unless just now I saw 4 in person, which that would be pretty crazy. But all right, back to the truck, and probably gonna call it quits on this video, and then depending on if I decide to go up there or that way, that'll probably be a secondary video. So thanks for tagging along. Sorry for ranting so much. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in the next one. Apparently I cut you guys off too early, so I started making my way up the trail. You definitely have to go up there to get to that, and there's definitely 2 mines up there. I looked on Gaia and looked through my binoculars. Looks like there's maybe some wood structure, but got to a part of the trail where not even that far from where I was, and I was like, oh, I better get out and walk. And then I walk this way, and looks like we have foundation where there used to be some structure. And it looks like we might have some, well, if the stuff up there was closed off, the stuff down here is going to be closed off too. But this has definitely got to be, look at these stones, stacked stones. We got a compressor tank here. Oh, it says Conquistador. That's on the Gaia map. That's what it says the name of that one up there is. So I wonder if these are connected, or if maybe the GPS is wrong on the Gaia. But it looks like this stuff is collapsed in. Oh yeah, she collapsed, all right. Oh, this almost fell backwards. Looks like there's an air vent too, but yeah, you ain't getting in there no more. All right, well, I guess this is the end of the video now, because the trail ain't gonna go up any farther either direction. At least not that I can get my truck to. I'd have to hike the rest of it. And that's a little too much hiking for this time of day. I'd have to get out here super early in the morning to beat the heat if I'm gonna hike up to that spot. Who knows, maybe I'll reach out to my uncle and we'll get an early start and come hit this stuff in the next couple weeks. But sorry for the starting and the stopping and the starting and the stopping and the telling you it's the end and it's not the end. And catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.